G'day guys, welcome back to the Lower Grade Letdowns. This podcast is proudly brought to you by our new sponsors, the Bloody Brilliant Beers boys. Quick shout out to Bloody Brilliant Beers. They've got on board. Look, honestly, they seem like sort of weird dudes, but you know, they're trying to do some things and yeah, we just thought we'd give them a crack. They wanted to give us a crack. So shout out to the Bloody Brilliant Beers boys. Dust, what do you got to say about them?
They do seem like legends. We can't thank them enough for sponsoring this week's podcast. As you can see, we've got the fresh merch on. Mine is a size too big. That's okay. Klutzy's fits perfectly.
I got the double XL. And look, credit to whoever sourced the nice hoodie here from the Bloody Brilliant Beers boys because it fits perfectly.
You know what's surprising about it? Soft. Like,
dude,
I knew it was going to be soft, but I didn't know it was going to be this soft.
Yeah, it's ridiculously soft. And what I like with my hoodies is the feeling of like gloveness.
Yeah,
so like
the little,
warm
I believe
gloveness.
it's called a kangaroo or joey pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're going to have new merchandise dropping obviously very soon. Don't know when, but stay tuned. We'll give you heaps of notice about it. Does this camera look like it's a bit on the piss to you, Josh?
I don't know. Technically, we are also on the piss. So
I can play on.
Yeah, play on.
But yeah, stick or keep an eye out for new merch. I was going to say stick an eye out, but don't do that. Though.
Yeah, new merch coming soon, guys. We really appreciate if you got around it. If you enjoy the content, you know, keep watching. If you want to get some shit, that'd be cool too. So, yeah, thank you guys for listening. And shout out to the Bloody Brilliant Beers boys. You guys are real weird fuckers, but we like you. So, yeah.
Shall we kick straight into the recap of Magic Round, mate? Now,
yeah, I think we should.
Obviously, we got up to a fair bit over the weekend, being Magic Round at the mighty Caxton Hotel, which we're back again for like a fifth day in a row.
This is literally I actually feel like I'm a full-time worker at the Caco now. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah,
we had Tuesday, Wednesday off.
We had Tuesday, Wednesday off because we were here last Monday.
And
Magic Round
was fucked up. But if you want to hear about the off-field antics, tune into the Friday pod. But we did cover off some of the games on our pods during the week, which you would have heard by now, the Hello Sport and the Bloke podcast. But kicked off Friday night, Spoon Bowl, Dragons night, fucking Bulldogs nights.
Well, it could be the Dragons, who knows?
Who cares, yeah.
Possibly, it could be the Dragons because as we know, when teams lose their coaches, shout out to Trent Barrett, good luck getting a job, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, when people lose their coaches, they seem to start playing well. So the Bulldogs might not be in the Spoon Bowl for much longer. Dragons could go down there, who knows? Point of matter is, Bulldogs suck. Knights got the W. Are we surprised?
No.
Not really.
Nah.
Why is that?
A little bit, but
Captain Kalen returns to Queensland. That's why.
Yeah, always going to happen.
Yep. So, like, we spoke about this on the other couple of podcasts with the boys, but Magic Round is an awesome spectacle. You know what? It's a celebration of rugby league. It's a festival of rugby league. So let's kick off the festival with the greatest game between 15th and 16th, the Bulldogs and the Knights, the two teams that have scored the least amount of points in the whole competition.
That'll really get you horny for the weekend.
Really get you horny for the weekend. What did get us horny for the weekend, Darcy? Continue with the next game.
I think it was the Broncos Manly game, Josh, Friday night.
That was awesome. We'll get, as we said, we'll get into the antics there, but 38-0.
Clinic.
Absolute clinic.
Broncos 13 plus was never in doubt, really. Not going to lie, we went to the game, obviously. Can't say I remember a whole lot of it.
All I remember is screaming for the Broncos. It was one of the most electric atmospheres that I've been a part of at Suncorp, which is saying something because it's the most electric atmospheric place in planet Earth, Suncorp Stadium. So absolutely loved it. Selwyn Cobbo is just going from strength to strength. It's good to see our good friend.
Is he smoky for Queensland?
Dude, he'd have to be up there.
Yeah.
Do you know what's fucked though?
What?
So Coates is obviously going to be there. Cobbo will be competing with Oates. Yeah. Because Corey Oates is playing awesome footy as well at the moment.
So is Val Holmes.
And so is Val. And Val is a proven finisher on the week.
Yeah, and Queensland love to stick with what they know. Like,
yeah,
form in a Queensland jersey is worth a lot, I think. Like, a lot of Queensland players get a run because they've had form in their Queensland jersey, which is fair enough. I'm all for that.
Yeah, definitely. But it's going to be hard to deny Selwyn at the moment. I think Billy Slater had been talking about it, but what did he end up with? 2 or 3?
can't tell you. Oh, I can tell you. I've got app open on my phone.
It's true.
But from being at the game, I can't tell you.
Yeah, we also went in depth on some of the other podcasts. We had mixed opinions between the podcasts.
He got 3 and Oates got 2.
See, Queenslander.
Yeah, Queensland.
We had mixed opinions on this in the other podcasts. The HSP boys did not like the Manly jerseys, but the Roast and the Don did like them. I'm not a fence sitter at all. I hated the Manly jerseys.
So did I, but I loved that I hated them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Manly is a really, like, I don't like Manly as a club.
No,
I've just been brought up to hate them. But what I don't understand is you're coming up to Queensland, you spent 2020 and 2021 of your marketing budget trying to be like, get behind us, Queensland. We're up here now. We're the Sea Eagles. Like, we can be your Queensland Sea Eagles. Your Queensland captain is our captain. Get around us. You come back up after basically wasting that money in hindsight, and you wear black. Yeah. Because you're coming to a funeral at Suncorp Stadium.
Which is weird because it was your home game as well.
Exactly.
Through that.
Imagine losing 38-0 in your home game. Go get fucked.
Go get fucked.
And as we said, I won't really get into it heaps, but birds do not fly in the rain.
They don't. Clearly proven.
Clearly not.
Too far from the coast.
Sea Eagle.
Caxton,
way too far from
Caxton Street is too far from the coast.
Yeah.
Saturday games. Couldn't tell you who was playing. I was in bed all day hungover pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
But
the first game was a cracker. Souths are up. I'm just going to get this up on my own thing. Yeah, Souths are up like 30 or 26-0 or 26-4 at halftime. Ended up 32-30. But the Warriors just came back.
I saw so many Warriors jerseys in and around. Did you just smack your teeth on the mic?
No, it was my ear, but it's all good. It's protected by these lovely headphones. Shout out to the Bloody Brown Beer Boys for providing them. So, dude, I saw something like at the end of the game. I don't know if you saw it, but there was a bit of a controversial call. People are calling it controversial, but it's the right call. Warriors went for a 2-point drop goal, came off a Souths person, and then someone who was in an offside position from Souths picked it up, but it was accidental. End of game, no penalty, all sweet. It's accidental offside. Shout out to our mate Mitch Jones in the P's and D's page on HSP, where someone did this massive paragraph going on about this has ruined the game, blah, blah, blah. What deems something an accidental offside and real offside? Jonesy's response was like the first one, and he just goes, one's an accident, one isn't.
Simply, one is an accident.
He summed up a paragraph so easily. One is an accident and one isn't.
I don't know how else to explain it to you, bud.
Yeah, but that was a cracking game. Like, it just looked like typical Warriors being shit.
They bounced back.
But then they bounced back so well. Rabbitohs looked shaky in that second half. They probably saw how good Adam Reynolds played on Friday night and went, geez, we miss you. And then Adam was probably there doing some like Professor Snape type voodoo magic.
Sitting in the change rooms, putting pins in dolls and shit.
Yeah, exactly. But then it turns out that it's Professor Quirrell, not Snape. If that's a spoiler for you, maybe you should be watching Harry Potter 20 years ago instead of listening to this podcast.
Wake up, Australia.
So that was a decent game.
Titans-Dragons.
Titans-Dragons, great finish.
How the fuck did the Titans win this? Yeah, great finish. Shout out to Jermaine Osako.
Yeah.
Bet you're glad you left, bud.
Yeah, fucking oh, as a Broncos person, you probably have to be glad that he left because you've had Tamir Martin come in to tear up and Selwyn Cobbo's getting his go. And I don't know.
Apparently Selwyn's playing fullback this weekend too, so that'll be interesting. Don't know if that's true, but it'll be very interesting.
Dragons are unlucky to lose that one. It was a great try at the end for the Titans to win that. So, honestly, as we said, like we were talking about these games the other day, it's a flip of the coin who's going to win a lot of these games. So Titans, they pulled that out of their asses. Good on them. Next game, we'll move on pretty quickly from it. 32-6. Jerome Hughes is out. Ryan Pappenhausen's out. There was no way that we were ever going to really be in with a shot when... You know what's fucked,
Did Hughes get ruled out late?
Very late. Because my mate Traffer, he texted me Saturday morning. He was staying at the Softel. The Storm boys are staying there. He's like, oh, I just got in the lift with Jerome. He's off to a physio appointment for a rub down. I was like, oh, sweet. And then I texted him later and I was like, bro, Jerome's out.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, he's not. And then he goes, holy fuck, he is. I just found that out then. And I was like, dude, like, were you not reporting on possible news that Jerome was injured that early? Like, did you know about an ailment that he had? I don't know. But really disappointing not to see him. I think, like, even from takeaway that I'm a Storm supporter, I think it was the most disappointing game of the Magic round. Almost.
It was like
because it was built up so much. It's primetime Saturday, but then it just like if those two teams have their full strength sides, it's like one of the best games you can go see.
Great spectacle of rugby league.
Awesome spectacle, but I don't know. The only shining light, Marion Seve is finally back playing first grade. I'm a big fan of Marion. Now, I was meant to go to the game, but I actually didn't. I ended up just getting really fucked up with the HSP boys in this room watching the game from here because they also didn't have tickets, but we ended up sourcing tickets and I
we
fucked
did.
up.
Thanks
to
to everyone.
I also did get dogged by a mate, but we'll go on about that.
Thanks to everyone who reached out with tickets as well. We had like 4 or 5 people, which is awesome.
It was really good.
Hyundai
Sunday. We were considered. I honestly thought Nico Hines was going to go out and have the best rugby league performance of all time because once again, we're not the only people spinning this narrative, but Nico plays well in the wet. But actually, it wasn't wet on Sunday.
It wasn't.
The sun was out.
It was. It was the only dry day of the whole weekend.
Turn that game to Saturday. We had a few people get on the malt this week. Sorry about the Sharks 13 plus.
I can't believe it. That's 2 weeks in a row I've been let down by one leg. And who would have thought the fucking Raiders would be like if
I was let down by the Bulldogs straight away.
But if Sharks beat the Raiders by 1-12, I'd have been like, oh damn it, that was a silly bet. But the fact they lost makes me mad. You know what I mean? Like I'm further away than I would have been if they. But it's just like fucking show a bit of ticky, you cowards. Like it's the fucking Raiders. But anyway, so as I said last week, we're learning, and I need to stay away from games that involve teams like the Raiders. I thought that when other teams like the Sharks were involved, that it was free money, but obviously not. Fucking Raiders.
So that sucks. Sharks are going to go down to the Dons power rankings this week for sure. So
moving on, Roosters Eels. Another fucking tip I got wrong.
Well, look, we've been absolutely slamming the Roosters recently because they are pretenders. Yeah. But we should have known the Eels were going to do this.
I also have never trusted the Eels, to be fair.
No, exactly. The Eels go out and beat fucking... The Eels have beaten Penrith and Melbourne this year.
Yeah, they beat Penrith last weekend.
Yeah. And now they've lost to the Roosters, who are a bottom 8 team.
Yeah, talk us through that.
So, I don't know. The Eels are like, they get scared. Or they've got tall poppy syndrome, I think. They're on top of the world and they think they can just fucking go out and do everything.
Their shit don't stink.
Yeah, exactly. But guess what? Roses really do smell like poo-poo.
And the Cowboys, to finish off Magic Round, absolutely decimated the Tigers.
Cowboys looking like one of the hottest teams in the NRL at the moment.
We've been saying that for weeks and weeks.
So. How sick was the try that Drinky finished off?
Like, who was that the winger or
I think
the
it might have been Tuilagi. I'm
crazy.
Not entirely sure, but it was like one of the most mental things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Also, thank you. I got on the venue mode special here that TAB put out. Should have probably posted that they had it. If you're in Caxton Street, you could have got venue mode all weekend, which is pretty sick. But it was first, second, or third try scorer to be Scott Drinkwater, Kyle Felt, or Tuilagi. So that's the two wings or the fullback for first, second, or third try scorer at $4.50. Max bet $25. I had $25 for him. Oh yeah, that's right. We're all sitting up here on Saturday night, and collectively we're like, we should all get on a bet.
Yeah.
I think I spoke about this the other day.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting on Brimo, first try scorer.
Yeah.
Forgot that I got on that. So I just had a bit of money in the account.
He scored first.
Yeah, he scored first at $26, put $10 on. It was awesome. And then I just put $25 on that special. Yeah. And
bang,
it was
bang.
Great. Thank you very much. Great specials. Venue mode is awesome. If you have not gotten around it before, get around it. So
before we move on to next week's preview, I just wanted to say, at the start of the season, my bold predicament of the season was Manly Seagulls will not make the top 8. I think it actually was that they won't make the top 6 and they might not make the top 8. And they're currently sitting in 9th.
Interesting.
So, I don't know. Good luck with that, guys.
That's fucked, man.
They've got Parramatta this week, followed by Melbourne. So 2 tough games. Could be right down the bottom.
Melbourne. They do not.
Could be right down the bottom. Anyway, shall we move forward to
this
upcoming round?
This is going to be
round 11.
Interesting narrative, round 11.
Thank fuck Thursday night footy's back. Magic round was good, but it sucked not having footy on Thursday night.
Mate. This is a bit of a there's great storylines to this game.
Broncos Knights. Why do I always get it wrong?
I don't know, dude, because
the
Sharks aren't even the Sharks are the last game on this page. You're nowhere near seeing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a Knights home game. They're coming off a win against the Broncos, who are just coming off an absolute drubbing of Manly, who just drubbed the Knights. Now, Anthony Milford's return game to the NRL.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, bro. I'm pretty sure he'll be lining up for the Knights
front
this
page
weekend.
of...
Yep.
Yeah.
So, pretty sure this will be Milford's first game back. It's going to be against his old club as well.
I kind of like Milf, but I hope he gets snapped in half.
Yeah, bro. I know you're a big fan of him, but if he's got I don't know who'll be in the halves with him. Is it Jake Clifford? Not sure. If he has someone who can control the game and just let him do what he did back when he was like one of the greatest 5'8" going around, could be very dangerous. But also, it probably won't be. I just feel like it's our mate Eden's birthday. He's a big Broncos supporter. Like, it's all on the same day. Broncos get up there.
Yeah.
And Broncos get up really well.
I hope so. I just want to say I've got a bad feeling about it, but
yeah,
I think they win.
The next game, which for the Bulldogs, congratulations, you're in another 15th v 16th game. This time it's the West Tigers coming in at 15th. Is that not crazy? Yeah. And it's the first game on the Friday again.
Yeah.
So that means they're going to get fucked up. But does it? There's this weird thing about when teams go into strife because of coaching and all that sort of stuff. Like, they come out the next week if they've either sacked a coach or a coach is under fire, and they just seem to win.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm not going to include them in my lock multi for the week, but yeah.
Yeah, I reckon again, I'm with you. I don't know what to do there.
I think the Tigers win.
At home.
But that's about it.
Leichhardt Oval.
Yeah.
Second game on Friday is Eels, Seagulls.
Flip the coin.
Depends who turns up.
Yeah, exactly.
Could go either way. Seagulls probably need it more than the Eels.
Tommy Turbo supposedly injured with the mystery eel.
Tommy Hobbler.
Yeah, Tommy Hobbler. That was gold. Tune into yesterday's podcast if you want to hear that one. Yeah, so I honestly don't know. I'm going to go the Eels here.
Yeah.
Just because...
Combank Stadium.
Like, they've just been dusted by the Roosters.
It will help me with my Seagulls won't make the top 8 sort of storyline. So hopefully, fingers crossed there. Fuck, it's going to be tough to craft a mold for this weekend.
Stinker games.
Dragons Warriors Saturday, the first Saturday game.
It's a tough one, man, because Dragons played good footy against the Titans, but they did get beaten by the Titans, and Warriors started shit but ended so hot against the Rabbitohs. I still think the Dragons get up there, though.
At home, me too.
Yeah. Next game, this will be a cracker of a game,
mate.
Bloody oath.
Cowboys Storm, 5:30 Saturday. I said in our group chat, I'd hate to be the team who's playing the Storm this weekend.
Yeah, but also I'd hate to be the team playing the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys are playing great footy. Fuck. That's probably game of the round.
Yeah, definitely.
Depending team list, if Jerome Hughes plays, I'm going Storm, but...
I'm going Melbourne.
I tell you what, if Hughes is out, Cowboys at $2.40 at home. I reckon I've made stupider bets.
Yeah, go Melbourne.
Go Melbourne.
This next game is first v fourth. Roosters at home against the Panthers.
How are the Roosters coming fourth?
Bro, how is it fourth paying $2.90 against first? You know what I mean? Top 4 teams playing. Does that show you how lopsided the fucking
Sydney
competition is?
Roosters home game.
Yeah, at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Congratulations, you're going to tear it up again.
Yeah, it's no Caxton Street and Suncorp
No, it's
Stadium,
not. There's nothing that compares, and we've actually been told that by multiple people from New South Wales all weekend. So take that as you will. Panthers win there easily.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm really tempted to go Panthers 13 plus there. Next game, in Dubbo, interesting. Rabbitohs v Raiders.
Yep. That's Sunday game, the first Sunday game. Again, I don't know who the fuck I'm tipping there.
I'm going Rabbitohs there. I don't think the Raiders have 2 good weeks in them at all.
Probably fair shout.
Yeah, and then
final game on the Gold Coast is Titans versus the Sharks.
Titans versus the Knights.
Sharks.
Yeah, Sharkies.
I'm going Sharks. Sharks.
Go the Sharkies there. The Sharkies will have to. I think Sharkies have to bounce back. They're probably embarrassed about losing to the Raiders. Hence why we're giggling. That's for sure. So Sharkies win there. Also, Nico's going to be very close to the beach.
Yeah, on the Gold Coast.
So he's going to be swimming again.
I've got my bet. I've just crafted it.
All right.
And as I said, this is pending team list. So I'll give you the far-fetched mult, which is Broncos 13+, North Queensland head-to-head, and Cronulla Sharks 13+.
Yep.
That's depending on who the Storm field.
Yep.
If Hughes is out, take that. That'll get you $16.90 currently. But
interesting.
If the Storm name Hughes, let's drop the Cowboys out of that. Broncos 13+, Sharks 13+, $6.50. I think Broncos continue their winning form. They're looking good. Let's be honest, Newcastle aren't looking that impressive. I think the Sharks bounce back. They're a good team. Gold Coast played well on the weekend, but they're very hit and miss as well. Yeah. Sharks 13+, Broncos 13+, $6.50.
Interesting. Oh, okay. Well, I think Sharks bounce back with the 13+ as well. What's the line in that game? 6.5. Not bad. All right.
Not bad at all.
Unavailable and an all-up multi. It's because I did that.
Not COVID cough either.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm going to go Sharkies 13+. The line in that game 6.5 at $1.90. Not bad. But what I am giving to you today, people of the pod, I'm going to go Brisbane at the line.
Mm-hmm. What's the line?
7.5.
Yep.
So that's the $1.85 leg. Melbourne head-to-head, $1.48. Penrith 13+ at $2.15 against the Roosters. And Cronulla 13+ at $2.65. That gives you $15.59. Alternatively to that, I'd also go Broncos 13+, which I'm actually probably going to change to that, to be perfectly honest. Broncos 13+. So those 4, Broncos 13+, Penrith 13+, Cronulla 13+, and Melbourne to win gives you $21.50.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Be laughing all the way to the bank if that comes off.
Yeah, mate, I will be. And I'll probably need it as well for reunion weekend this
weekend.
We got
a
shout out to the boys for real Tarajay out courageously. Yep, so that's that. Other sport, fuck.
I got nothing. I barely watched any sport all weekend. I was in a good state of play.
Super Rugby teams from Australia continue to embarrass us.
As in, like, we're getting pumped?
We're just getting pumped, unfortunately. Like, we're doing a lot better against the Kiwi teams. The gap is being bridged. Congratulations to Rugby Australia for getting the World Cups for men's and women's in 27 and 29, respectively. That'll be an awesome spectacle. Expect to see rugby maybe start to get a little bit more money pumped into it.
Wonder what we'll be doing in those years.
Probably fuck all.
Hopefully this. I
don't know if I'll be playing with Paul. Hopefully I'll be playing with this.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. I think it's also awesome that America got it for 2031. Maybe we could do a Frothies trip over
to
there.
The USA.
That'd be pretty loose. Pig Athletic Club would not be able to organise it well, even though that's what they do as their wicket. But all the Premier Rugby games got called off bar one on the weekend, so I don't really have anything from that to talk about because Jeeps would have fucking smashed Sunnybank. But I think West beat Bond or some shit like that. But, you know, it's in the
Literally
wet. Who fucking cares? So, yeah. And then I didn't watch any AFL. No. Honestly, I was just here getting fucking
I pretty
blind.
much watched the walls of the Caxton or the inside of my eyelids all weekend.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get into Darcy's spectacular weekend
performance
shortly
on the Friday pod.
My last thing that I'd like to say this week, Queensland Premier Rugby. I've got a couple of games coming up. Norths have a home game against Bond. I think Bond come up the M1 and absolutely smash Norths. Norths are putting in better performances. They're a young team. Fair amount of Tahi boys playing there, but that's not enough to pull everyone up with them. But I honestly would not be surprised if Norths get a dub, but I'm going to go Bond there. Souths East, that's a bit of a rivalry. I think East get up over Souths. UQ Brothers at UQ. I'm going to back UQ here, even though Brothers are playing really well. And then Sunnybank West, I think West get up over Sunnybank. So, yeah, that's that.
Rightio. Is that us for the week?
Look, I think it is. So, once again, thanks everyone for all the support recently. We've really been appreciating it. If there's some other shit you want us to cover off, I know there's a few people that have been internationally that have been listening to this and listening to our sporting terms. If you need us to cover some shit off, let us know. We'll try and explain it as best we can. But also, we are lower grade letdowns. We never progressed to a good level, and we play low grade football or sport in general, or just no sport at all. That's why we're lower grade letdowns. So
we might change that in the future.
Maybe, who knows? I've been saying for the last 6 years that I'd give footy a crack to try and play third grade or reserve grade, but we're still here. We're still here. Also, shout out, thank you to our new sponsor, Bloody Brilliant Beers. Really appreciate you guys.
Stay tuned for the merch drop.
Stay tuned for the merch drop. So, yeah.
Bye-bye, driver.
Bye. Give him heaps.